Testing for sound. Testing, testing. Testing for sound. Testing, testing. Just, or they're just on the bench, just us. I couldn't zoom in on him dancing. I can't. I can't on that one. All right, welcome everybody to game number 2 here of this Swamp Rabbit Saturday here at the Orlando Ice Den here in Orlando, Florida, where your Daytona Swamp Rabbits are getting ready to take on the Tampa Bay Hockey Club. Yeah, everybody knows my feelings on this organization for Tampa Bay, so I'm going to try and keep it as civil as possible, although I make no guarantees. Just under 3 minutes to go here on our warm-up, so let's get started with our lineup. Today's lineup for your Daytona Swamp Rabbits versus the Tampa Bay Hockey Club. Number 4, Jaden Dixon. Number 8, Sebastian Schaefer. Number 12, Victor Mano. Number 13, Ethan Resendez. Number 19, Alex Rose Jr. Number 21, Luke Williamson. Number 23, Aiden Gerstom. Number 24, Chase Poole. Number 26, Andrew Holbrook. Number 27, Larry Lauer. Number 33, Josh Reagan. Number 77, Houston Grimes. Number 83, Brian McMullen. Goaltenders today, number 31, Angelo McGovern. Number 35, Carson Miller. It is anticipated that number 35, Carson Miller, will be starting in net today for this game. Now, we do have some injuries to report. First off, not traveling with the team today for this game, number 29, Tyler Brothers, and number 7, Michael Brown. Number 11, Sam Hemme did sustain a wrist sprain during our first game today against the Bears. He is sitting on the bench now as support for his team in this game. So I'm glad to hear it wasn't anything more severe than a sprain. So good, nice. That's always nice to hear. So, but we still take it easy, Sam, and hope you feel better soon. Next up is Eric Rose Jr., also on the bench over there, joining the team in support. Rose suffered a ACL strain. Got to sit down and talk with him in between games, and says that the physical therapy is going well, and he has been giving himself a little bit of ice time here recently. So hopefully we will see him back in action after the first of the year. Lastly, number 74, Seth Canada, who is out, did have an ACL tear, so he will not, he's still recovering from that surgery. So we hope you get better soon. We want to see you back here with your Swamp Rapids team. This is going to be the last game for our Daytona Swamp Rapids this year as we are going on our holiday break. We will be back in action at the Daytona Ice Arena on Saturday, January the 10th, starting off at 11:15 a.m. with games against the Tampa Bay Crunch and the Clearwater Ice Storm. I see they added an extra minute to the clock for warm-ups. Yay. Rose is over there on the bench, throwing passes towards Kozak, deflecting them back and forth. Rose is our A captain for the team. Number 19, Alex Kozak, other captain for the team. We're good. Again, I've got this really bad net right in front of me, so it's really hard to get a good focus on the players out there. So just hang in there with me so that I'm trying to do my best with it. All right. 14 minutes on the clock to start this period. Rabbits on 3, 1, 2, 3, Rabbits. Let's go, Rabbits, as we head to center ice for the face-off. All right, in between the pipes and the Rabbits end, it is number 35, Carson Miller. So that'll be fun. Much better. Now I can see what's going on. All right, here at center for the face-off, it is going to be Kozak at center, Williamson up top, Vogler down below on the back end on defense, number 77, Easton Grimes, and number 13, Ethan Resendez. Let's go, Rabbits. Here we go with 14 minutes on the clock. Here we go as Tampa picks up the face-off quick. Come around to the near side, Tampa with it. Sending it around the back side of Miller once more. Tampa with it to the blue line. From the circle to the point, picked up by the Rabbits. Rabbits trying to get that puck cleared. Not able to as it gets tipped out of the way, and Tampa picks it up once more. Shot on goal is not make it towards Miller. The Rabbits coming for it along the boards, trying to get it out of the zone. In front of Miller, it goes wide to the side. Rabbits again trying to get it cleared up to that blue line. Vogler with it now. Vogler trying to pop it out. It does come out to center ice. Tampa with the puck once more into the center and back into the Rabbit zone. Looking to get a shot off. Great job defensively by Resendez to get that puck out of the way. And it is picked up at the top of the ice by Lauer over to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get after it in the corner. Lauer backing him up. Here comes McMullen. McMullen tapping it back to Schaefer once more. Picked up by Tampa in the corner. Tampa up against the boards. Looks to get it to Poole. Poole banks it off the boards. Tampa picks it up at center. Tampa once more into the Rabbit zone. Shot on goal. Score. 12:30. Sorry, Kozak taking the draw. Cusmano up top. Kirschbaum down below. Poole and Reagan on the back end. Kirschbaum gets that pass back to Reagan right off of Kozak's face-off win. It comes deep into the Tampa zone. Kozak trying to go after that on the edge. As Tampa makes their way back into the Rabbit zone once more, into the corner. Reagan looking to get to it. Reagan looking to try and pop that puck out. They've got it in front of Miller. Miller with the stop again to the side. Puck again into the Tampa zone. Tampa holding it, setting everything up. They find a lane right here through center, making their way down to the edge. Poole going for it. Gets it, sent over to the side, trying to get it to Kozak in the corner. Poole comes up with it once more. Not going to call it the 5-minute major for head contact. It's okay. All right, Chase just took a hit. He's going through concussion protocol right now. Resendez with the puck gets it up to Jitsunen. Jitsunen sends it to the slot over to the corner. Shot by Grimes. Nice shot on that one. Sorry. That is going to be a goal by the Rabbits.
Jump, Rabbits!
By number 21, Luke Williamson. On a power play goal. And that Aspel can still stay in the box for all I care. Did he get? No, he didn't get ejected. Oh, well, good. Then get his ass out of the game. Taking a headshot. Sorry. All right. Rabbits putting one up on the board. Still on a power play. Puck comes all the way down towards Miller. Miller knocks it to the side. 10:23 left to go in this first period. Tampa with it again in the Rabbit zone. Shot towards Miller, wide. Puck gets deflected high and up into the air as Lauer knocks it down. Reagan going after it once more into the Rabbit zone. Reagan gets it. Holds it, taps it up the way to Ditsunin. Ditsunin gets it up to Kozak. Kozak makes his way through traffic, gets it to Fogler on the side. Fogler sends it towards the net and a save. Face off coming to the left side, to the stick side of Tampa goaltender. Grimes sending it along the boards, up the way to the back of the net. It's the backside of the goalpost as it comes back in to the Rabbit zone. Picked up by Reagan. Reagan's got it. Reagan tried and send it around the backside of Miller, and it is going to be the Rabbits taking it back into the zone. Shot deflected wide. Puck is loose and open net as it comes out to the side. Here comes Ditsunin to pick that puck up in the corner. Wide from on the side of Miller. Picked up by McMullen. McMullen cross ice pass, getting it up the way over to Resendez. Resendez trying to get a shot off. Another. Kozak putting him up against the boards as the Rabbits trying to get to it. And we got a fight on the ground as the Tampa player has the Rabbit player pinned down on the ground. Wow, Tampa's running their mouth. Number 21 and 24 both going to the box. Offsetting minor penalties on that one for fighting or roughing or whatever it is. It's going to be 5-on-4 still for the Rabbits. Kozak taking the face off. Gets it up to the top corner. Tampa with it in the Rabbit zone. Shot wide of Miller. In that corner once more. Williamson with it. Williamson fires wide. Reagan trying to keep it in. Here comes Resendez trying to get in after it. Shot. Bounce off the pads of Miller. Eight minutes left to go in this first period. 1:22 left to go in the penalty still for the Tampa team. McMullen taking the face-off. Fogler to the left. Up top, it is going to be Resendez. Grimes passes that puck up the way over to Reagan. Getting stuck up in the corner with that puck. Tampa again moving that puck out of the way. It's Miller. Miller down. Nice shot by the Rabbits. As here comes Resendez. Resendez to Fogler. Fogler back to Resendez. Shot by Fogler in the save. Face off coming to that stick side once more of Tampa goaltender with Kozak in at center, McMullen to the left, Williamson to the right. Lauer fires through traffic, but it gets deflected. Here comes Grimes, turning it around to the top of the ice, back up to Lauer once more. Lauer taps it up over to Kozak at the red line. It gets poked back over to Reagan once more. Reagan gets it to McMullen. McMullen holding on to that puck, taking it into Tampa zone. He drops it back to Williamson. Williamson with it. Taps it over to the side to Kozak. Kozak centering it up. It gets deflected. Reagan once more. Looking to get to it here. Kozak picks it up. Kozak to the top of the ice. Up to Williamson. Williamson back to Reagan. Reagan from the blue line through traffic with a redirect. And we're going to have a no call on that as Tampa picks up that deflection. Here comes Williamson with a takeaway at center ice. Puck comes loose here in front. Save by Miller. Reagan trying to clear, does. Gets it out to center ice. Down to the blue line. Right outside of Tampa's zone. Tampa dumps it into the Rabbit zone, but they're going to be offsides with 5:38 left to go in this first period. Coming out, Kirschbaum taking the face off. Kirschbaum poking that puck through there, trying to get it up the way to Kusmano. Tampa with it, shot towards Miller. And after the rebound, they score. And at center for the faceoff, it's McMullen with Fogler down below. Williamson up top. Resendez ended soon and on the back end. Resendez picks up that puck at the blue line, takes it into Tampa zone, gets pushed out to the top of the ice, sends that puck around the back of the net. Vitsunen sending it back around the way again, trying to get it once more. Tampa picks it up, making their way into the zone towards Miller once more. Puck is around the back side of the net. They get it over to the side in front of Miller and a save. .456 left to go in this period, and the faceoff's going to be coming to the stick side of Miller. McMullen in again for the faceoff. Mullen to Grimes. Tampa trying to keep that puck in play. They do. It bounces out to center ice, so Tampa has to regroup. They send it deep towards Miller. Miller swatting it towards the top of the ice once more. On the backside of the net, McMullen with it. Playing it up against the boards, trying to get it up to Williamson. Tampa with it once again. Tampa centering it up from the circle. Deflects off the skate of Vitsunen. Shot through traffic, saved by Miller. Face-off coming to the glove side of Miller. As they swing it around again, great job by Grimes getting it up and moving him over to the side. Tampa with that puck, keeping it in play at the blue line. Shot through traffic, saved by Miller. Puck is loose, and goaltender is knocked back. You want to let the Tampa team just sit on Miller for the third time now? I mean, why not? Why not? Let's just do that. If you haven't figured out, I hate this team. This is my least favorite team. I just like the players and I just like the parents. So I'm really doing my best to keep it civil here, but it's really starting to make me angry. So I apologize. The views expressed here are that of mine and mine alone and do not represent the Swamp Rabbit organization. All right, as the puck gets into Tampa zone, Tampa moving back into center ice. Three minutes left to go here in this period. As Tampa fires it, it goes off the post on the right side. Again, a scrum for that puck in the corner. Reagan with it now. Reagan fires wide. Resendez picking it up at the red line. Turning it back in once more. Goes in deep into the Rabbit zone. Resendez picking it up. Resendez sending it around the boards over to Ditsunen. Ditsunen going after it. Tampa saucering it out to center as Ditsunen chases it down, sending it back into center. Gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer scrumming forward along the corner here, or up along the bottom of the ice. They look to get it passed up in front of Miller. Miller kicking that puck out of the way. Great save by Miller. As Williamson trying to move that puck along the boards. Another shot on goal, saved by Miller. Again, keeping my mouth shut. Face-off coming to Miller's stick side with Kozak taking the face-off. McMullen out there along with Resendez, Vogler, and Kitsunen, I believe. Kitsunen gets it off the face-off, sending it up the boards to Vogler. Vogler able to tap that puck out to center. Tampa picking it up. Deflects off of the stick of McMullen up there and out of bounds with 1:33 left to go in this game. Face-off coming to the glove side of Tampa goaltender. As Kozak takes the face-off, pushing his way through, comes up along the boards, not able to be stopped by Grimes. Tampa hustling to get to it. Ditsunen getting into position in front of Miller, and they put it in the back of the net. 2:21 left to go in this first period. I'm not sure, but it's the typical Tampa lippy parents just going. I don't know what he's saying, but he's just lipping off. Here we go. Williamson on the faceoff gets it up to Lauer. Lauer trying to get it kept in the center ice. Schaefer getting in there. Schaefer in there to get that puck out of there. They pull their goaltender for an extra man advantage because they're dips like that. Sorry, that's not, I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. Delayed penalty coming up against, I don't know who it was. Oh, up against Schaefer for hooking with. So Rabbits are going to go on a penalty kill here now. Williamson in at center. Up to the circle. Tampa just passing it around. Shot off the pad of Miller. Great stop at center by Williamson. Getting it out, and here comes Lauer. Lauer with an opportunity. Shot. It's in and firing wide. Williamson keeping it in. 10 seconds left to go in this period. They look to get around him. They do. As the Rabbits finish up that period. There'll still be 32 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for the Rabbits when we get back. All right. Thanks for joining us here live on the KPHN as we get ready to start period number 2. Been a rough start on this team, but again, it's the Tampa Bay Hockey Club, which has always been a tough team to go up against. "32 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for the Rabbits here as Miller makes his way back towards the net. We've got Kozak taking the face-off with McMullen on the right side. Reagan and Resendez out there. Let's go Rabbits. Here we go as Tampa starts it off. Dumping it into the Rabbit zone. Rabbits clearing it down into Tampa's territory. And they make it back into the Rabbits side of the rink, taking it around the backside of Miller and up to that blue line. Tampa not keeping it in at the blue line, and we are back now at full strength as Rabbits kill that penalty from the circle. Tampa playing around with that puck as the Rabbits trying to get it cleared. Rabbits do clear it all the way down to the end, and it's going to be icing with 13-12 left to go in this second period. We're going all the way back. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller, with Fogler taking the face-off. Nope. Williamson taking the face off. Vogler up top. Puck in that corner. Popped out of the way by Grimes. Great job by Lauer. Lauer making another go. He wants another shot at that with a one-timer attempt by Vogler to Lauer. Shot from the blue line by Grimes, and a great shot that was. Face-off coming to the stick side of Tampa goaltender, with Williamson taking that face-off once more. Comes up to that circle again and skips past Grimes. Ditsunen kicking it into high gear to get in front of that. Tampa's wanting a penalty on it. He's not going to get it. They're both playing for the puck, and now they're both fighting behind the backside of the net. Williamson taps that puck to Lauer. Lauer with it. Cross-ice pass through center up to Vogler. Vogler dumping it in deep. As Vogler, Williamson hop off. Kirschbaum and Kozak coming in. Tampa playing with that puck around the backside of their own goaltender. They get it past cross ice all the way through center as Ditsunen picks it up, shoveling it back into center ice. Cusmano out there now, along with Kirschbaum and Vogler. Shot saved by Miller. Tampa keeping it under the blue line. They take a shot through traffic. It's wide of Miller. Puck comes over to the near side corner once more. Kirschbaum trying to get that puck out of there. Flings it over to the side. Shot wide of the net. Again, Kozak able to pop that puck out of there, but Tampa picking it up once more at center. Tampa dumps it in deeper on the backside of Miller. Ditsunen able to play it up against the glass, but Tampa picks it up at the blue line. Kozak with it. Kozak getting it over to center to Kirschbaum. Picked off by Tampa. Tampa making a drive-in. Shot saved by Miller. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller. Kind of a missed face-off on both lines there, as it's picked up along the way by Reagan. Reagan gets it to Williamson. Williamson back to Reagan. Didn't see where that puck went, but now it is from the circle. Tampa picking it up in their own zone. Puck gets flung up high and into the air. Resendez tapping it down. Resendez sends it around the backside of the net over to Reagan. Reagan with the puck. Cross-ice pass, gets it up the way to Williamson. Williamson overskates the puck. Reagan picks it up once more. From the corner. Resendez making a drive. Takes a shot wide. Puck comes up to the blue line as Reagan keeping it in. From Williamson to Reagan, back to Williamson. Great shot, great passing between Williamson and Resendez there as, Lauer there to keep getting those shots on goal. 10 minutes remaining in this period. Ditsunen now with the puck, passing it up the boards. Tampa dumping it in deep into the corner. Jitsunin clearing it all the way down into Tampa zone for icing. We're going all the way back. Face-off is there on the glove side of Miller. From the blue line, Tampa with it, looking to get a shot in the lane. Shot deflected up in the air and just to the side of Miller. Once more, Rabbits defense moving that puck up and out of there. Rabbits trying to get that puck cleared. And here they go. Here comes Resendez. Resendez one-on-one, making his way in through the zone, holding it, dumping it in deep as we get fresh legs on the ice for the Rabbits. Miller out of the net again. And they put it in. All right, McMullen in for the face-off. Kismano to the left. Up top is Kirschbaum. They get it back into the Rabbit zone once more as Reagan tries to get it out of there. Kismano from the corner. Try to get it up to the blue line. Shot through traffic. Denied. Miller's got that puck in front of him. Miller covers. Face-off coming to the stick side of Miller as McMullen wins the draw, getting it back to Reagan. Reagan playing it up the boards over to Kirschbaum. Tampa with it, shoveling it towards Miller. Miller deflects it to the side. Tampa sends it around the backside of Miller once more as Kirschbaum able to clear it. Kirschbaum clears it out to center ice. Tampa picks it up once more. Tampa with it as Grimes sends it over to the corner. Puck deflects back to the blue line, still in the Rabbit zone. They look to go in. Shot high and over to the glove side shoulder of Miller. Got a lot of falling out there on the ice right now. And from the top of the circle, Tampa puts one in the back of the net again. All right, here at center for the faceoff, Williamson taking the faceoff. Tampa wins it, goes back into the zone, takes a shot high over the head of Miller. Once more, Tampa dominant in the Rabbit zone. Tampa loses possession of that puck, and Rabbits clear it deep into Tampa zone. We're icing at 7:01 left to go in this period. We're going all the way back. Face-off is coming to the glove side of Miller. Williamson taking the face-off. Jitsunin, Fogler, Lauer, Resendez all out there on the ice. Williamson kicks that puck up to the side as Tampa tries to fire one off. Lauer able to punch that puck through center. Gets it up to Resendez. Resendez fires. Great shot by number 13, Ethan Resendez. Tampa again in, and a score. All right, back at center for the faceoff. Kozak in at center, McMullen to the left. Up top, it is Schaefer. On the back end, it is going to be Resendez and Ditsunen. Tampa coming once more as Resendez gets in on it. Delayed penalty. They're going to call Resendez on something here. They're going to call it on Resendez. High sticking on Resendez. Rabbits going on a penalty kill. Off the side of, on the glove side of Miller, Tampa with it once more. Rabbits on a penalty kill. Shot deflected up and out of play. Kozak in again for the faceoff. McMullen to the side. Schaefer back. And oh, there is Reagan. Kozak pushing his way through on that faceoff, but Tampa gets it here at the bottom of the ice in the Rabbit zone. Sending it up to the bottom of the blue line. They send it back to the circle. To the blue line, to the top circle now. Through the slot, shot. Picked up by, that is going to be Grimes. Grimes heading off now as Ditsunen coming on. Shot. That was a great shot by McMullen. Tampa again shoots and scores on a power play goal. Resendez comes out of the box, and we are back at full strength for the remaining 5:24 of this second period. And at center for the faceoff, Flowers taking the draw this time. Hold. We're going to do a reach. I love that we're just not waiting for everybody to get in position before we drop that puck again. All right, back once more as Tampa picks it up in their own zone. Now we're going after it. Cusmano with a shot just high. Reagan dumping that puck in deep. Tampa again with it around the backside of their goaltender. Quick to move it back out through center ice and into the Rabbit zone. It's going to be offsides on Tampa. With 4:47 left to go here in this period. Kozak in at center. Williamson to the right. Schaefer up top. Tampa with the puck. Kozak guiding that puck around the corner, getting it, trying to get it out of there, and here comes Reagan with it. Reagan tried to get it passed out. It got deflected, but Kozak able to move it. Tampa quick to pick it back up. Gitsunin with it in the corner. Trying to get it up and out, but it's grabbed along the side by Kozak. Kozak to Williamson. Williamson back to Kozak. Kozak from the slot takes a shot. Once more from the blue line as Grimes trying to keep it in play. It's going to be Reagan that sends it back into the Tampa zone. Tampa picks it back up. Tampa with it from the side, deflected to the side by Miller. Puck deflected up and high over the head of Miller. From the circle wide in front of the net as Tampa goes from the other blue line taking a shot. Looks like it deflected off of the helmet of one of his own players. Rabbits trying to get that puck cleared, but Tampa picks it back up. Tampa firing with the redirect. They put it in the back of the net. .310 left to go here in this second period. Hot. Go down. Go down. What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear what was going on. Chase is out for the remainder of the game. He just left the ice. Okay, the goaltender absolutely started that by pushing Kozak. The goaltender started that by pushing Kozak because Kozak was pushed into the goaltender's crease. This team it was not 10 seconds after the whistle. The goaltender punched him in the back. I'm done with this team. I am just so done. No, he's not. No, he's fine. He took the hit in the corner. No! Why? No, that is bullshit. I whatever. So they called that a no goal on Larry Lauer, which after the whistle and after the puck had crossed the line. Tampa's really wanting to call on that one. See? At this point, this is what happens. Let's put everybody in the box at this point. Get them both out of there. All right, so, so we're just, we're kicking the one out, but not the other. Oh, I hate, done. You guys, probably for the best that I'm just going to mute this for the rest of this period, okay? Because I'm just really upset. I apologize. I'm muting the game on my end. And now there is a parent up here that is going batshit crazy on another parent. Yay. I love Tampa parents. Love Tampa parents. Love them. Yeah, that's what I should have filmed. Yeah, you guys have never been a great team to play against. So, again, muting. Thanks for joining us here. Sorry, I muted that last one just because, well, things were getting really heated and parents were screaming and yelling because, well, it's Tampa. And I was really having a hard time keeping my mouth shut. So, with that being said, we're starting the third period here now with 14 minutes. Rolling clock at this point in time for the rest of the game. We have players that are out of this game now due to injury or ejection from fighting because, again, it's Tampa. As we move along here to get started now with this third period, want to just say thank you for being so supportive of your Swamp Rabbits. And we will be back after the first of the year on Saturday, January the 10th at 9:15 a.m. versus the Tampa Bay Crunch, and again at 5:50 versus the Clearwater Ice Storm. So let's go Rabbits as we finish up this game today. Tampa with the puck. Off the face-off. Around the backside of Miller's net is Williamson. Williamson's not able to hold on to that puck. As they come around from the blue line once more, they tap it back over to the circle. Picked up by McMullen. McMullen with it. McMullen has the puck. Driving it into the zone. He drops it back for Lauer. Lauer picks it up. It gets stripped by Tampa. Here comes Grimes. Grimes coming in from the corner. Shot deflected off of the skate of Williamson. Williamson able to pick up the puck. Saucer pass through center by Tampa. And a score. Oh. Here we go. Tampa again making a move. Trying to make their way through three Rabbits to get to Miller. But Rabbits pick up that puck. It goes from Kozak over to Fogler. Fogler kicking that puck along the side. Whoa! Really, you are up 10-1 and you're pulling that shit. Why not? Minor. Oh, okay, sure, why not? Reagan ripping one off right off the face-off. Puck is right behind Kozak. He doesn't see it. Puck is bouncing around. Tampa comes up with it. Delayed penalty as they pull their goaltender yet again. What's the penalty this time? face-off is coming to Miller's stick side. We've got less than 10 minutes to go in this game. Kirschbaum coming on the ice with McMullen, Williamson, and Grimes. McMullen wins the faceoff, gets it back the way to Williamson. Williamson takes it around the backside of Miller. Tampa with it, sends it towards the net. It's wide. Kirschbaum again over to the corner, sending it around the backside of the net. Picked up at the top of the boards by Tampa. Williamson trying to deflect it. Tampa not able to keep it in play as Tampa is now officially on the power play with a one-man advantage. They go in, shout, and score. Vogler in again at center with Schaefer to the left. Up top, it is Williamson, Grimes, and Reagan on the back end. Vogler dumping that puck towards the net. Goaltender picks up, drops it off. Schaefer with an opportunity, sending it towards net, and a save by the goaltender. Seven minutes and counting left to go in this game as Kozak's taking the face-off from this side. Back at even strength on the ice. Tampa tapping their way through, back through center, and offsides. Kozak again winning that faceoff, kicking it back to Reagan. Reagan to Ditsunen. Ditsunen tried to get it cleared over to Vogler, but Tampa picks it up. Tampa from the corner gets it to Kirschbaum. It's got it centered up in front of Miller. Tampa picks it up once more at the circle. Take it around to the top of the ice, top of the blue line, fires, doesn't make it through traffic. They backhand it towards the net. Kirschbaum going after it in the side. Ditsunen picking it up. One-time shot wide of Miller as Rabbit's trying to get it cleared. Again, shot wide of Miller's net. Ditsunen picks it up, lobbing it up the glass. Shot wide of Miller once more with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the game. Kusmano picking it up. Tried to get it cleared. Tampa picks it off. Kozak icing that puck with 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the game. We're going all the way back. I don't know that I got it. I don't know that I got the hit. Yeah. Nice deflection there. From the side, great save by Miller. Tampa kicking that puck out of the zone into center ice, and now it comes back in to the Rabbit zone once more. Lauer getting in on that. Here comes Grimes as well around the back side of the net. From the circle, shot, saved by Miller. Three minutes left to play. Puck gets cleared all the way deep into Tampa zone. We're going for icing, so we're coming all the way back. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting left to go in this game as the faceoff's coming to Miller's glove side. I'm sorry, it's going to stick side. McMullen taking the faceoff. Tampa kicking it out. Tampa taking it through the circle on the side of Miller. Hits the post. Puck again loose in front of Miller. 2 minutes left to play. Missed shot by the Tampa. The Rabbits, the blue team. Yeah. Here we go as Tampa goes into their own zone. Tampa making their way back into the Rabbit zone once more. Splitting the difference as it's picked up by Ditsunen with less than a minute to play. Ditsunen had that puck pinned back along the side, played it up the glass, it clears out to center ice. Fresh legs on the ice for the Rabbits as Tampa goes in one more time on Miller. They get around all of them and another goal. All right, with 20 seconds left to go in this game, it's unlikely we will get another face-off coming here. It'll be unlikely that we get another face-off coming back here to center. At this point, we're going to call the end of this game here. Swamp Rabbits fall to the Tampa Bay Hockey Club. Final score of 12-1 here in the Orlando Ice Den. Thanks for joining us here. Hope you enjoyed watching it live on the KPHN. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast despite the outcome. As always, let's go Rabbits, and we wish you and all your families a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We'll see you next year on January the 10th.